Good morning everyone. Today we are discussing about another topic for the subject robotics in medicine, that is transfer function. On completion of this presentation, the students must understand about what is a transfer function. Basically, a transfer function is what? It is an equation that represents the ratio of output to input of a system. That means what? How much an output we get from input function. So in Laplace transform, we can write the transfer function equal to output divided by input. So the system can be represented by using certain type of uh, uh, symbols, that is R of S, that is the reference input. Reference input means what we want. E of S, that is error signal. H of S, that is feedback signal. Y of S is the output, and B of S is the feedback signal. So we can draw the figure like that. So here we have R of S, that is the reference input. E of S, that is the error signal. So E of S can be calculated by using the equation R of S minus B of S. R of S is what? That is our reference input. B of S is the feedback signal. Okay. And H of S, that is the feedback element. Feedback element means it may be a sensor like that. So, and Y of S is the output. That is the explanation of that figure. So the transfer function for each block is simply the ratio of its output to its input. We define the following transfer function. So here we have equations that Y of S, that is output equal to E of S into G of S. Then what is the B of S? B of S is the feedback signal. Feedback signal equal to Y of S into H of S. Y of S is the output and H of S is the feedback element. That may be our sensor value. So here we have the equation of Y of S, that is equal to E of S by E of S into G of S. So B of S equal to E of S into G of S into H of S. So the equation of the feedback signal is equal to E of S. E of S is what? That is our error signal, into G of S into H of S. So we have certain types of transfer function. First is what? Open loop transfer function. It is defined as the ratio of the feedback signal to the error signal. While the feedback loop is open, although the sensor still read the output, here the sensor is used to read the output and responds it as a feedback signal. So open loop transfer function, from the block diagram we have the output equation Y of S equal to G of S into E of S, and output equal to what? System into error. When the output goes through the feedback block, that is B of S equal to Y of S into H of S. So we have to substitute the value of Y of S in where? B of S equation, that is B of S equal to E of S into G of S into H of S. So open loop transfer function equal to B of S by E of S. So what is the value of B of S? We have E of S into G of S into H of S divided by what? E of S equal to, so we have to cancel both E of S and E of S equal, so we get the equation for open loop transfer function equal to G of S into H of S. Next is what? Feed forward transfer function. It is the ratio of the output to the actuating error signal. So feed forward transfer function equal to Y of S divided by E of S. We have the equation for Y of S. Y of S equal to G of S into E of S. So equal to G of S into E of s divided by divided by E of s. We have to cancel the E of s and E of s. We get the final equation as y of s equal to g of s for feed forward transfer function. Next, for closed loop transfer function, it is the ratio of the output to input from the system. So that is the closed loop transfer function equal to y of s divided by r of s. We have the equation for error function is E of s equal to r of s minus b of s. Then we have to substitute the value of b of s. That is b of s equal to y of s into h of s. So so finally, therefore, E of s equal to R of s minus y of s into h of s. Then y of s equal to g of s into E of s. We have the equation for y of s equal to g of s into E of s. Substitute the value of E of s in y of s. We get the equation for transfer function or closed loop transfer function. After calculating all those things, we get the final equation for closed loop transfer function equal to g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So basically that's all about the what transfer function. We have open loop transfer function, feed forward transfer function, and closed loop transfer function. Hope all of you understood about that. That's all. Thank you.